respect is due, if that's how it's said. MAC Cosmetics, they are sort of like the pioneers in the makeup industry.
Yep, this is a MAC foundation.
At some point, they were basically all we use when all these companies hadn't even pop up. That's the packaging. Yeah, they changed the packaging.
Nice.
So yeah, I would say first of all, MAC Cosmetics, my top 3. The second one I would say is Morph Brushes. Get that palette, the last palette.
Oops, sorry.
Yeah. So this I would say is my second in order of favoritism, but I don't know how I would. It's super pigmented. That's the reason why I love
these colors are.
So yeah, they're super pigmented. They have a lot of colors in them. They're also one of the pioneers of pigmented eyeshadow palette before. There are now a lot. Even Nuban Beauty, the Nigerian brand I was talking about the other day, they have like at least up to 6 to 7 different types of palettes. Then the third, I would say, not because of anything, not because she's my sister or anything, but Fenty Beauty. Yeah, she is my sister. I just used their setting powder now. Yeah. And their lipstick.
This lip gloss is the bomb.
Yeah. Right? Tested and trusted.
This lip gloss is and their foundation.
Everything, every single thing I think she's put out
is amazing.
I mean, she's amazing, so what do you expect?
Of course. Okay.
So yeah, those are my top 3. MAC Cosmetics, Morph Brushes, and Fenty Beauty. Okay.
What is this? Is it perfume?
This is a body mist, a glow body mist. To glow her body.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Give her some glow.
Okay, this is nice. So you sell makeup products. What are your range? What is the price range from what to what?
Well, I sell both the international brands and the Nigerian brands. So they are all different prices. But I would set a range of from 2,000 naira up to 25,000 because there are some pretty expensive foundations like the Huda Beauty, even the Fenty Beauty, even the MAC Cosmetics. And then there are still the affordable ones like the Milani, the Maybelline, the Iman, Black Opal, the drugstore foundations, which are within the ranges of 5,000 to 6,000 to 7,000. So yeah, I would say from 2,000 to 30,000. Yes.
Okay. So she basically has for almost everybody. So the final question: you are pretty young and you have set up like a good brand for yourself. People. She's saying that she's single. Are you single?
I don't know. She's speaking fast.
I'm asking you a question.
Why?
Oh, she's asking you.
No, but you're not interviewing. She's asking questions.
Okay, so you are pretty young and you have established like so much for yourself as regarding makeup, beauty, fashion. So what advice would you give? Because everybody now wants to branch into entrepreneurship because somehow the white collar job, the government jobs aren't paying as much, and everybody wants to be their own CEO. Everybody wants to be in control of their time. And so what advice would you give to young people that want to go into entrepreneurship but somehow do not have the funds or do not have the zeal or the motivation to go into what they want to go into?
Okay, so first thing I'm going to say is this. Once you think about it, do it. I started the working class brand with 0 capital. I keep saying it. I started it with 0 capital. I did not put 1 naira. I did not say, oh, I have 50,000 naira, let me start this. No, how I started really small. I started from my friends. I started, door by door. I give you tell the next friend tells the next friend, the next friend tells the next friend. So don't wait till you have that big capital or keep procrastinating because you feel like you're not ready. Once you think about it, do it. That's what I would say is the secret to, the little I have done here. So don't wait for that big capital or set a specific time. Oh, I want to do this, but I want to do it next year. Oh, I want to do this, but I want to do it when I'm 25. No, you can start now, and it will pay off if you start now, because the more you do what you're doing, even if you think you're not good at it, it's life. It's all about learn from your experiences.
Yeah.
I did not know anything about shoemaking or branding or PR or even owning a brand. I had no single idea about it. I entered a novice, and everything I have learned, I learned from experiences. I had my failures, I had my highs and lows, and nobody can take that away from me because I did it myself. I got it myself, and that's what I would say. I wish you. Do I need to wish anybody?
You can wish them now.
I mean, you are bigger than what your head is telling you that you are. I don't think everybody really, and well, some people have that superpowers of knowing their capabilities, but you can't really know the height of your capability till you try, and you surprise yourself every day. I know in my part, some of the things I've done, I couldn't believe that I could do it, but I started and I've done it and I've ticked it off. And it happened. So that's basically it. Start now. If you think of it now, start doing it now, and don't wait for anything or anybody.
So we apologize for the power outage. People try to balance every day. They have like a full-time 9-to-5 job, and some people are doing entrepreneurship on the side. Do you have that? Do you have that going on for you?
I did when I was working in the hospital. When I started...
How were you able to balance? Just like 2 tips how you're able to just balance that and this.
Well, first of all, the thing I would say would make your, transitioning easier is putting things down. Like, I always write things that I want to do. So when I wake up in the morning, I first of all do my business, like do the little social media time, take the orders, do my research or whatever I want to do before I go to work, because when I'm at work, I basically can't touch my phone because I work in a hospital. Then after work, then I continue with my business. So it's just about proportioning your time, having like a plan. I have 2 hours in the morning before work. So if you're normally a 6 o'clock early, if you're normally someone that wakes up at 6 o'clock, then you have to wake up at 5. So you give like your business an hour before work and a few hours after work. It's it's doable. I did it, and I was working in a hospital, which I think is one of the very demanding jobs you have, because it's something that you need 100% attention. You can't do it and do something else. And I was able to. That was how I started. That was when I started my business. So yeah, you can have a 9-to-5 and still be an entrepreneur. It's very doable. It's all about your timing and how you plan yourself.
Okay, so we have come to sort of an end of the interview. Hopefully when they bring lights, I'll show you how makeup comes out, because they have to bring the lights. Yeah, and the little advice I'll give is, as she said, just start now. Don't keep waiting for, I don't know, someone to just give you 120 million or one big money. Just start with the little or nothing that you have. Just start, and consistency is key.
Yeah.
This is a brand you built over 6 years, and this is where it is today. You cannot say you want to start learning how to make shoes, and in 2 months, because nobody has bought your shoe, you will not give up and go and start up something, because everybody's doing it. So consistency is key. Just keep at it. Just keep doing it, and the sky will just be your starting point. So as she said, you can do your 9-to-5, you can do your entrepreneurship. Just find the balance to it. Okay, so that has come to the end of this, and please, if you know anybody that is doing amazing in a young, should I say startup, or somehow startup and middle-wise in his or her business, just let me know. So please let us know, or let me know. So just send me a DM if you are an entrepreneur, you want to showcase your work, especially if you are doing made in Nigeria products, and if you are doing anything basically made in Nigeria, because we have to celebrate our country. Our country has so much potentials. the young people are plenty and they are going into so many things. There are people that are farmers, there are people that are doing so many amazing things. So please let me know. I will just do a very short interview on where you were, where you are, and where you are going to. So, where do you see beaute-beats and beaute-beats? Yeah, and working class in the next 5 to 10 years?
Working class in the next 5 to 10 years, hopefully, would have grown to be an international brand, focusing on the fact that it was made, sourced, and everything in Nigeria. So that is the big picture. I'm using it as a platform to sell the creativity and
Nigerian culture
of what we can and the heights that we can attain, and also be able to provide employment for a lot of people. I see it being a big company having over like 1,000 employees. So yeah, that's where I see beaute-beats. Yeah, like in 5 to 10 years, I also believe that it would have grown bigger than it is now. Hopefully, also known internationally, and also have my own personal brand.
I was about to say, do you want to start making lip gloss?
Yeah, I mean, it is in the pipeline, but not now. Because I'm an advocate of, there are some things that if you want to do, you do it really well.
Yeah, timing is key.
Besides timing, when you're ready, there are some things you need to do when you're ready. There are some things that need everything to have been in check before you start, and that's things like makeup, because it has to do with health, face, skin. So I can't just bring out anything just for the sake of it. So yeah, it is in the big picture, hopefully, and yeah, that's it. That's where I see myself in the next 5 to 10 years. Quote line, international.
All right, so you have heard from Uche, and you have seen like a little glimpse of what she does and where she was, what she does, and what she hopes to achieve in the next 5 to 10 years. And well, with this, and I'm sure her consistency in that next 5 to 10 years, people in the international world will be searching for her.
Amen.
But one is that do not forget me.
Amen.
When we have reached that place, because we'll be doing what they call that in dressing people for red carpets. So yeah, thank you so much for staying till the end, and please do not forget to like, subscribe, share, and let's celebrate our Nigerian culture. Let's celebrate Nigeria, because truly Nigeria is blessed with so much. The diverse people, the culture, the food, the clothes, every single thing is amazing. To think that most of these fabrics were here, the leather, everything was sourced for in Nigeria and made in Nigeria. It's amazing. So yeah, that is it. Thank you, Zanko. There's no lights for us to do this dance.